A10varsity.com production of the St. James v. Louisburg High School matchup. I'm Kyle Larson alongside Pat Strothman, and this game is underway, won by the Louisburg Wildcats. Louisburg with the ball at the top of the key. Brennan Huffman tries to get it inside, gets it down low to Corbin Wirtz, back out to Huffman and around all the way to Dylan York. York then gives it off back to Wirtz. Wirtz with a spin move, got fouled on the floor. And that is the first statistics of the game, a foul on St. James. That's the first one on Tom Huppy and the first one on the St. James Thunder. Again, I'm Kyle Larson alongside Pat Strothman here, bringing you this St. James Thunder versus Louisburg Wildcats game here in Louisburg, Kansas, quite a ways south of Olathe and Stillwater, Kansas, just to the east of Paola. Now in the far corner, Huffman throws off to York. York dribbling through some contact of Leinbach and then stuffed by McCullough. McCullough gets it and then gets tripped up. Leinbach racing ahead. Throws it across to Huppy. Huppy, dribble drive, baseline floater, up and down for Huppy. It goes in to give the Thunder a 2-point lead with 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. First score of the ball game. Huffman now trying to get the Wildcats on the board for the first time. The Wildcats 2-5 on the season. That's the same record the St. James Thunder have. 2-5 as well. Head coach Chad Harvey standing on the sideline for the Louisburg Wildcats. That's the second swat by McCullough. That time blocking the big senior, the only senior out there, Garrett Griffin, and now the St. James Thunder take over on offense. Huppy has the ball on the right wing. Throws down to McCullough going against that big senior and loses the ball. Ball stolen away, gathered by Corbin Wirtz. Wirtz all the way. Travel. That is going to get fouled on a shot. No, just put one too many feet down on the floor, and that is a turnover by the Louisburg Wildcats. Head coach Mark Huppy with his son, his assistant coach, also along the sideline calling out the plays. His other son on the floor, Tom Huppy, brings the ball up the floor, and then we have a foul. Looks like a push-off. Not necessarily agreeing with it is the big 6'5" senior, Garrett Griffin. He picks up his first foul. He was defending McCullough. No shot, so ball going to be inbounded from the baseline. McCullough gets the inbound, or check that. Yeah, it is McCullough. Knifing through the lane and missing the shot. Rebounded by Whitman. Passed off to Maskus. Now we have it with Huppy. And then back to Maskus. Down low to Whitman. Whitman threw a little bit of contact. No good. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Looked like by the Wildcats. Going to stay with the Thunder. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the first period. The score still 2-0 here in Louisburg, Kansas. A foul apiece on both teams. One charge to Griffin and one charge to Huppy. Now Huppy shovels it off. McCullough shot over his man and rattles it in. 4-0. That is the score. Thunder now lead after a pair of baskets, one by Huppy and one by McCullough. Griffin foul hard, shot up and counts. He's going to go to the free throw line for a 3-point play to try and make this a more narrow deficit. McCullough's first foul, second foul on the Thunder. The 3-point play coming from Griffin. Shot up, missed by Griffin, and that is Huppy with the ball now for the Thunder. Up by McCullough, rattles out, no good. 4-2, that stays the score as the Wildcats now have the ball. It looks like Doherty was the one who brought it up, and the ball thrown in the backcourt Over and back is the call as the Wildcats have turned it over yet again. That's a common occurrence here early on, are the turnovers, unfortunately. Ball going to be inbounded by Maskus on the far sideline, thrown back to Huppy safely near half court. And dribbled around to the right. Huppy down low to McCullough. Maskus for the three ball, no good. Short rebounded by Griffin and pushed ahead to Doherty. Doherty tosses it over, and it's almost mishandled by Story, who checked in. Story, Lesher, and Doherty now in there for the first time, as well as Stambaugh. Stambaugh with the spin move, shot up, and beautifully goes through the net. Stambaugh ties it up at 4 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first period. Huppy brings it up pretty quick. Leinbach now in the right wing with the ball. Looking to get it down to Whitman, but no go, so McCullough does it himself, gets it to Whitman, and then kicked out to Huppy for 3. Deep and pure from Huppy. 7-4 is the score. 4 minutes left to go. The Thunder keeping the minor edge here against the Wildcats. Great cut there by Story, and Patrick Story has himself a basket. 6-7. Wildcats not going away here. Early on, we have 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Maskus now has the ball for St. James. Over to Leinbach and back to Maskus. Maskus trying to set up the zone offense for St. James, and they do so by getting it to Whitman and then down to McCullough. McCullough through traffic, can't connect. Missed shot by McCullough and pushed up hard by Lesher. Lesher on the baseline. Did he step out? Yes. At least the third turnover from the Wildcats. Huppy has 5 of the St. James Thunder. It is McCullough with the other portion of that with 2 points. And McCullough and company trying to break the zone press of the Wildcats. They do so pretty well by passing to the center of that man, McCullough, who turns around and knocks one down. 4 points now for McCullough. 9-6 is the score. 3 minutes left to go in the first period. Griffin with a little room. Turnaround Jay off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Eckelman. Eckelman shovels it back to Huppy. Huppy pushes the pace now to McCullough. Quick turnover there as the St. James Thunder now will give it up. Inbounding. The ball are the Wildcats. Then a nice cut by Lesher. And a shot from Stambaugh. He's got himself a tray from the top of the key. Ties the ball game at 9. Does Stambaugh. Maskus trying to get around the defense of Lesher. Throws off. And this is Engen in the wing. No good. Over the back by Eckelman. He wasn't going to get the rebound anyways. Griffin came down with that one. First foul on Matt Eckelman. Three team fouls. One on Eckelman, one on McCullough, and one on Huppy for the Thunder. Ball being inbounded now to Louisburg. Wirtz, the freshman guard. This is a very young Louisburg team. Throws it and almost loses it as he's throwing it to the senior Patrick Harris. Harris 6'2" at the top of the key, just trying to get rid of it. Does so by getting it to Wirtz. Wirtz, turnover. Now Eckelman's got it. Big man running the fast break. Layup rims in for Eckelman. Pretty impressive show from the big guy running the court all by himself and finishing. 11-9. That gives the Thunder that 2-point edge. Bad pass. Knocked around. Eventually caught, I should say, by Stambaugh. And then shuffled around into the hands of Wirtz. Now back in the hands of Stambaugh, who lost it on the floor. Looked like Stambaugh and Eckelman. Nope. Stambaugh and Engen scraping knees on the floor trying to get that ball. Jump ball. Ball going to go to the Thunder. Will Garza, a sophomore forward, checking in. Ball in safely to Engen. Then over to Maskus. Now the ball with the Wildcats. Bad pass stolen by Maskus. Good defense early on from St. James. They've had very active hands, and Maskus working on the defense of Huffman, trying to get away from him, gets it off to Huppy. Huppy then going against York. They throw it way over into the left corner to Engen and lobs it up for McCullough off the glass and in for McCullough. 13-9, St. James lead the Louisburg Wildcats. Almost swiped away by Huppy. That was York. Almost losing the handle. Gets it off to the senior Harris. And this is a freshman Wirtz throwing it off to Huffman, a junior. Just a couple seniors on this team, a few juniors, but a lot of sophomores and freshmen out there. And that, a shot up and good from Harris. Keeps them within 2. 13-11. Thunder lead the Wildcats. Good screen. Huppy going to the lane and fouled. Looks like this one's going to be on Will Garza. Garza with the reach in. Huppy didn't quite get into his shooting motion, so no shots. Inbounding the ball on the baseline. Now 2 team fouls on the Wildcats of Louisburg. Maskus set to inbound on the U of Louisburg, and they left Engen wide open in the corner. He swishes it. 16-11, and that is the first quarter. Almost ends with a little foul as McCullough dove for the ball. Got a little contact there on York. Check that. That was Wirtz. 16-11. Thunder leading here in the first period, as they are led by the points of McCullough with 6. Huppy with his 3-point basket has 5. 2 for Eckelman and 2 for Whitman. Get us to 16. Oh, check that. Check that. It was Engen with a 3. 6 from McCullough. 5 from Huppy. Get you to 14. Maskus has 2, I believe, and Engen has 3. As for the Wildcats, Stambaugh, the only one to hit a 3-pointer for the Wildcats. They inbound the ball now. Only have 2 seniors on this team, Harris and Griffin. They play freshman Wirtz. And at times, Steffi, he comes in every once in a while. I don't believe he's active tonight. Lesher, the junior, throws it off to Stambaugh at the top of the key. Then in the hands of Doherty. Doherty working on the defense of Mayfield. He's checked in for the first time, and he runs into traffic. Down low now to Garza. Up and no good by Garza. Rebounded by Mayfield. He's going to take it up the floor himself. 7.5 to go in the first half. 16-11. Huppy open for 3. Shot up, no good. Rebounded. Long rebound and a foul. Adam Doherty and Huppy realizing he possibly should have followed that shot. Tried to get in a little too late. Picked up his second foul and going for that rebound a second too late. Maskus is going to check in now after a rest. He's going to check in for Huppy. Passed in on the far sideline to Lesher from Garza. Garza's got it now. Back to Lesher on the right wing. Stambaugh. Then it's Doherty. Shot up. High rebound. No. Not going to go through as it falls down in the arms of Clinton McCullough. Mayfield, good no look into McCullough as they're trying to work that zone. McCullough, turnaround Jay, shot up, dances on the rim and the backboard and in. 18-11, 7-point lead for the Thunder. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the first half. And it's Garrett Lesher. Whitman checks back in. Eckelman checks out. Whitman clean of fouls. Eckelman picked up one in his time replacing Whitman. Did get 2 points, though, on that fast break. Doherty all the way around to Griffin. And then tough pass to Lesher. Lesher got it, though. Then eventually in the hands of Garza at the top of the key. Garza trying to get rid of it. Good defense from Whitman. Good defense from St. James overall. And McCullough looks like he stepped funny, favoring his foot. And Griffin goes right at him. Watch McCullough trot down the floor. It looks like he's going to try and run it off. Might have just tweaked an ankle or something as he went down. Griffin scores through McCullough, though, to make it 18-13. St. James leading. 5:50 left to go in the first half. Linebach sets up Maskus for a long 2 foot on the line, and it goes in for Maskus. 20. St. James is the first one to 20. The Wildcats still at 13, and a blocking foul on Maskus. A little too physical. Lesher got fouled by Maskus. That's the 5th foul now on St. James. Passed all the way into the backcourt to Lesher. Maskus picked up his first on that last play. Mayfield giving trouble to Doherty as Doherty gives it off. Garza back to Doherty now. They try and set up, it looks like an ISO for Griffin. Griffin gets it poked out and Mayfield steals it away. Griffin talking to Doherty on the way back down on defense, saying, get it into my body. Looked like he was expecting the pass closer. Eckelman up and under, no good. Rebounded by Whitman, and a long 2 by Huppy, no good. Fought for by Eckelman, and I think a foul in the fight came from Eckelman. So he got the arm of Griffin going up for that one. Second foul on Matt Eckelman, the senior. The 6th team foul, getting close to that bonus for St. James here in the first half. Eckelman averages nearly 2 rebounds per game, so big force in there as he checks out for McCullough. McCullough comes in and gets a tip-up rebound. Maskus gets fouled, though, on that altercation under the basket. Not really an altercation, but just a little bit of traffic there from Adam Doherty. Or it was off Doherty. Now they do give him a foul. Doherty picks up the foul, first foul. Only the 3rd team foul on Louisburg. Mayfield and Maskus trying to break the press, and they do so by throwing it up to Whitman. Now across half court, thrown down to McCullough. They're running the break pretty well, and McCullough throws it in off the glass. 22-13, 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Lesher up top, and a foul by Linebach. Way too much reaching in on that one as he fouled Stambaugh. Stambaugh 6'3", Linebach 6'2", but Linebach, pretty lanky kid. Got the range to guard above his size. I don't think he was really expecting the 6'3" Stambaugh to put it on the floor that easily, though. He's played him up pretty close. That's enough for a 1-and-1 situation. Stambaugh shoots, no good, rebounded by Whitman. Whitman passes it off, and now it's in the hands of Mayfield for the Thunder. St. James wearing their road maroon jerseys with the white and navy trim. Louisburg wearing their home whites with purple trim. McCullough in the corner. 3-ball rattles in. McCullough puts them up to 25. McCullough now with 11. Shot up no good. That one looked like it came from Wirtz. And then McCullough Maskus not expecting the pass down low. Loses the ball in a jump ball situation. 25-13 is the score. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the first half. Huppy checks in for Mayfield. Gave him good minutes. Lesher checks out. For the Wildcats. McCullough, good no-look pass over to Whitman. Whitman can't find the basket on that shot. 25-13, 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Decent fake there from Doherty as he hands it off now over to Huffman. Huffman back up top to Stambaugh. Stambaugh put it on the floor. Back now in the hands of Doherty. Long shot, no good. Rebounded, though, by the Wildcats. It was Wirtz putting up the rebound and the putback, no good. Rebounded by the Thunder. McCullough trying to get a little fancy with the skip pass. Down low to Engen. Engen couldn't handle it. And a foul now on St. James after they fought for the loose ball. Engen picks up the foul. First foul on Engen, but fouls are becoming a problem here for St. James. 2 on Huppy, 2 on Eckelman. McCullough, Engen, and Maskus each with 1 single foul apiece. But that puts them at 8 team fouls. That's good enough again for the bonus. And every time they foul from here on out, the last 2 minutes and 48 seconds of this half, it's going to be free throws shot up and made by Brennan Huffman, the junior guard. For Louisburg. Earns him a second free throw. Shot up and pure through the cords for Huffman. Engen, Maskus, and Huppy trying to break the press. Huppy over to Whitman. Whitman had a little space, but hesitates on putting it on the floor. It eventually does. Throws out to Huppy, though, as he runs into trouble, and a reach-in foul. Looks like they're going to get this one on Brennan Huffman. His first foul, only the 4th foul on Louisburg. Ball going to be thrown in from the baseline. Maskus down there. Lobs it in. McCullough. Easy lob play. And McCullough kisses it off the glass for 2 more points. He's got 13. 13 in the first half for McCullough. And St. James leads 27-15. They got a 12-point lead. Full timeout by Louisburg as it was Wirtz with the ball for Louisburg. Just a quick overview of these two teams. Louisburg, as I mentioned, 2-5 on the year, 0-3 in their league. And they average just over 42 points, 42.3 points those 5 games to be exact. Do a pretty good job rebounding with 24.7 rebounds and pretty active defense. They average 10 steals per game. Not bad stuff. As for St. James, they are also 2-5 on the season after picking up a pair of wins. First win coming against Opie last Friday. They average 41.6 points per game. So nearly a half point less through 5 games. They average 26.2 rebounds. That's 2 more rebounds than Louisburg. And they average only a half the steals. 5.8 steals averaged by St. James Thunder. But the defense of the Thunder has been a little more active early on in this game. 27-15. That defense has given the Thunder that 12-point lead. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. Ball inbounded to Wirtz. Wirtz goes to work at the top of the key. Thrown off to Lesher in the left wing. And back up top to Wirtz. Wirtz working the offense, and Griffin looking for a spot and gets it down low. And it looks like a block, but we have a foul. Late whistle. Lesher goes up with the shot. He's going to go to the free throw line as he was fouled on the shot. Will Frank picked up his first foul. That is the 9th foul on the Thunder. One more, and they will already be in the double digits. First half, not exactly what you want, 10 fouls. Really, the only two in foul trouble are Huppy with 2 fouls and McCullough. Check that, Eckelman with 2 fouls. McCullough has 1. 27-16. Shot no good on the second free throw. And now Engen pushes the pace, almost loses it, and throws it way off across the court to Huppy on the far side. Huppy, cross over dribble, gets a little space, goes down the baseline, and eventually they're going to reset it back at top with Engen. Frank now with the ball. Frank dribbling right. Nothing doing. He goes back to the top. Huppy and crew wasting a lot of time here. 1 minute, 26 seconds left in the first half, and Huppy traveled. It's travel on Tom Huppy, and the turnover gives the ball back to the Wildcats. They trail by 11. 1:22 left to go in the first half of this contest. Lesher, dribble drive all the way in the lane for Lesher through traffic. No good. Rebounded by McCullough and a foul. Lesher, maybe a little bit in frustration, picked up that foul, going for it after McCullough had it secured. Lesher's first foul, 5th on Louisburg. A minute left to go as Maskus is inbounding it on the far baseline and then off to Will Frank. Frank throws up to Huppy, who's left alone, except McCullough streaking down the lane, and he knocks it in. McCullough makes it on the run, 27-16. Should be 29-16, I believe. And the ball now in the hands of Maskus. McCullough, no look pass behind the back to Maskus. Maskus connects. The score still hasn't moved. Should be 31-16 with 40 seconds left to go, and Lesher now has the ball. Wow. McCullough losing the handle, just chucked it behind his head. And Maskus caught and connected. 31-16. Lesher up and in for the Wildcats. So Maskus and company go back on the offensive. 27-18. I think we're going to talk about the score as we have a quick timeout. 27-18 is what the scoreboard says. Now they fix it 31-18. Make sure those Thunder points count as well as the Wildcat points. Just a quick timeout here as we're nearly to halftime, just a half minute away. They do get the score worked out, and head coach Chad Harvey of the Louisburg Wildcats coaches up his young team over there. Very, very productive year it has been for Louisburg sports. 4A state champs in football from 2010. I guess it was a couple years back, pardon me. But a prideful year. They still have posters up. Also, track and field state champs from the same school year. Mayfield throws off to McCullough. McCullough, 3 seconds, didn't realize the shot clock, or checked that the game clock was so low, and misses the shot, then blocks Lesher as he tries to hurl up a half-court attempt. Halftime score, 31-18, Thunder leading. A lot of that has been off the defense. They've turned over Louisburg a handful of times and gotten some steals that have led to some fast break points. 31-18 is your score. We'll be back with the second half in just moments. I'm Kyle Larson alongside Pat Strothman here on 810varsity.com. Hello and welcome back. Louisburg taking on the Thunder of St. James. Wildcats trailing in their home court. 31-18 is the score as we're getting set for the second half. Starters out there were Brennan Huffman, Garrett Griffin, Corbin Wirtz, Dylan York, and Will Garza for the home team, the Wildcats. As for the Thunder, it was Whitman, McCullough, Leimbach, Maskus, and Huppy And it looks like that is the case to start the second half. Except Lisher, check that. Lisher is in for the Wildcats, as is Story. It looks like they've gone with more of their bench to start the second half. And Whitman, good pivot move in the post. Gets him a basket off the glass. 33-18 is the score. Lobbed in, denied by Whitman from the Wildcats. In the hands of Lesher now. Story dribbles, finds open room, and hits a three. Story off the dribble drive. He's got 5 now. Huppy takes it. Throws it way down to Whitman. Hard to handle that one as Maskus now has it. Back to Whitman, and they're going to work down low early on. Linebach shot. Up and through the net. That one's good. (35-21) as we've got the second half roaring away. 4 points from St. James in this quarter and 3 points off the shot from Patrick Story for the Wildcats. 35-21, 6 minutes, 47 seconds left to go. Foul on Whitman. I believe that is his first. Now tipped out of bounds by Linebach. Lobbed in way in the back, or I should say at the top of the key to Stambaugh, and a foul. Lesher hits the deck, and it looks like this one's going to be on Huppy. That is his 3rd foul. Foul trouble for Tom Huppy, the point guard for the St. James Thunder. Head coach and dad, Mark Huppy, not too eager to throw in a replacement here, so looks like Tom will stay on the court. Lesher has the ball. Looking for the screen on the far side, but instead throws it down to Stambaugh. Stambaugh travels. Turnover by the Wildcats. Leading scorer from the first half was McCullough with 13 points and a pretty nifty assist to give Maskus one of his baskets. McCullough, dribble drive, top of the key, throws off to Whitman. Whitman moving through the lane for space, puts up the right-handed hook, and it bounces through the rim. 37-21, 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Now it's in the hands of Stambaugh. Stambaugh for 3. Short, front rim, no good. And rebounded by Story on the long carom. Lesher, check that, had the ball. And then off to Stambaugh, who did travel. Looked like he gave a pump fake, but his feet didn't stop as the ball did. Head coach Chad Harvey not too amused. Stambaugh trying to plead his case that he didn't move his foot. Huppy brings it up the court. A high post screen action works, and Huppy gets a shot in the lane, but he can't convert. 37-21. Now Lesher pushing the pace. And a double dribble on Lesher. Grabbed it, but didn't have anywhere to go with it as momentum was taking him further up the court. Tried to put it back down and play it off. Didn't work. Was a double dribble. Pretty thorough refereeing job we've seen thus far. Pretty sound calls early on, and Maskus has the ball for the Thunder. Huppy off the handoff, dribbles it with some speed, lobs it into Whitman. Whitman out to Linebach, and the open shooter they're looking for. They find him eventually on the far side to Huppy. Shot up and good. Another good pass from McCullough, but Huppy dribbled it in, dribbling away the assist. But good shot for Huppy. 39-21, 18-point advantage for the Thunder. Good D from McCullough. He cleans up the rebound off the missed shot from the Wildcats on a reach-in on Lesher. Might have missed a couple of shots, but I believe Huppy now has 7 points after that last one, and Lesher has 2 fouls now. 1 team foul this half. That one coming from Lesher, and 2 team fouls for the Thunder. McCullough, dribble drive. Good seal up from Whitman, but missed. Looked like a block there coming from the weak side for Louisburg. McCullough can't connect. 39-21 remains the score. 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the third. Lesher looking for some help. Throws it off to Huffman. Huffman dribble drive. Going to be cut off by Leinbach. And pushing his way down low was Garza. Garza gets it back out. And around Griffin, not even hesitating. Pop shot from three, no good. Right over the outstretched arms of McCullough. Rebounded. Huppy's got it for the Thunder, and a shot off the glass, no good from Leinbach as the Thunder push the pace. Now it's Huffman throwing off to Lesher, and then down low to Griffin. There we go. Griffin's getting on a roll. Garrett Griffin turning around Jay. 4 points in this contest. 39-23 is the score. Thunder leading with 3.5 to go. They have the ball. Leinbach skip pass all the way to Huppy on the far side. Turning into some defense from Lesher. Down low to Whitman. Back out to Leinbach. In the corner for three. Leinbach lights it up. 42-23. St. James seems to be scoring at a pace of 2-1, and a shot missed from Lesher. Didn't really set up any offense, just dribbled it up and stepped into that one, rebounded by Maskus. Huppy trying to set up the offense. Lesher pushes it with some defense. Steps in again, trying to get the count on Huppy, and Huppy dribbles away from him this time in the lane. Shot up, off the rim, no good. Rebounded, not rebounded, far rebound, team rebound. Looks like St. James going to retain possession as it was off Griffin. That is the call. Doherty and Story check in with Stambaugh. Stambaugh doing a good job clearing McCullough from the lane. Very physical on Clint McCullough. Maskus, good dribble through the legs. Gets a little separation as he throws it off to Leinbach. Leinbach hands off to Huppy. Huppy loses it. Huppy on the floor, hit hard. And they're going to call it out of bounds on Huppy as he and Adam Doherty went to the floor. Student section for the Wildcats kind of quiet over there in their camouflaged outfits. For Louisburg, we got a quick timeout. 42-23. A point shy of a 20-point deficit for Louisburg. St. James takes the timeout. It will be Louisburg's ball when we break the short timeout, I should say. Leading scorer for Louisburg on average is Garrett Griffin, the senior forward. He averages 9.8 points per game. Second leading scorer is Patrick Story, who's averaging about 8.2. He's got a 3-ball in this game, so a pretty good shooter. Stambaugh, the third leading scorer, with 6.3. Rebounders, again, it's Griffin leading the way with 8.3. Second leading rebounder is Stambaugh with 3.8. So Griffin seemingly the go-to guy. The ball in for the Thunder. He's fouled. That is McCullough. Check that. I thought it was out of bounds on Huppy. Said they call it out of bounds off the Wildcats, which would make sense as to the reason why Mark Huppy was able to call a timeout as the ball was in the Thunder's possession. 42-23, that's the score. Clint McCullough looking to make it a 20-point deficit for the Wildcats. He does so with a free throw. 14 points now for McCullough. As he's 3 for 3 from the free throw line today. 2.5 left to go in the third quarter. Bend of the knees, flick of the wrist. McCullough rattles that one in. 15 even, and the press comes up for a steal. Maskus steals the ball away. Leinbach down low to McCullough. Throws it back out to Maskus. The ball now down low to McCullough. Shoots it over his defender. No good. Rebounded by Doherty. Pushed up to Stambaugh. Stambaugh with a little gather. Picks up a foul on his shot attempt. Stambaugh, the junior, going to go to the free throw line to try and make up some of that 21-point deficit. good. Linebach checks out. Mayfield checks in. And Griffin checks in for Garza. Shot up and made. 2 for 2 Sandball was in that stand at the free throw line. Mayfield ran into trouble. Maskus has his back in the backcourt and throws it off to Huppy, but it's stolen away by Stambaugh. Bad pass for Maskus. Stambaugh cleans it up. Minute 54 left. Doherty open for 3. Short rim, no good. Rebounded by Wirtz. Back to Doherty on the right side. Skip pass. Way over to Huffman. Huffman back to Doherty. Doherty at the top setting up the offense. Doherty, a 6-foot junior guard. Pretty good rebounder, though. Can fight down low. But he's setting up the offense. He tries to throw it off. Tipped by Maskus. Active hands again for the Thunder, but it's going to stay with the Wildcats. Stambaugh going to throw it in. Eckelman checks in, replacing Maskus. Frank checks in. Oh, check that. Austin Krause checks in for Huppy. Shot up from Griffin in the corner. 3-ball is good for Griffin. First 3-ball good for Griffin of the day. I believe he's only shot one other, so 1 for 2 thus far on the day, and that is now 7 points for Griffin. 44-28, though. The Wildcats trailing the Thunder. Talked about the leading scorers for the Wildcats on average. Really quickly, the leading scorers for St. James, and it's one man atop the list with an asterisk. Clint McCullough averaging 22.2 points per game. Huppy comes in at second with 5.2 points. Maskus an even 4 points per game. That's your top 3 scorers for St. James. Mayfield with the ball on the left wing, throws it into Eckelman, has position, shot up from Eckelman and in. Good seal out from Eckelman and a good connection as the help defense got there soon enough to pressure Eckelman, but he made it. 46-28 now the score. St. James leading. Stambaugh runs into a brick wall, throws off to Huffman. Huffman with a 3-ball has 14 now. Mayfield runs into trouble. He dribbles out of it, however, and has an open lane. We got a holding foul on the trailer, though. Looks like this might be on Huffman. It is his second foul. Huffman, after making a basket to go to 13 on the personal total, and is charged with a foul. McCullough, no-look pass, throws it into Eckelman. Back out to McCullough. McCullough shake and bake, loses his footing, but somehow gets it off to Eckelman, who got a little bit of traffic down low, and a kick on the floor. Looks like it's going to be a technical on Stambaugh. Not sure if Stambaugh was intending to do that. Stambaugh, the junior forward, definitely got some of Eckelman with his foot, but it looked incidental. Again, it's a high school game, so they don't have the luxury of replays, but a technical nonetheless. Going to get 2 shots. McCullough going to shoot him for St. James. McCullough, who's made 33 free throws this year and hasn't missed one yet, 4 for 4 tonight. Just missed his first free throw. Second one upcoming. Although the lead pretty securely in favor of the Thunder. 46 now for the Thunder after McCullough's free throw to just 31 of the Louisburg Wildcats. 17.9 seconds left to go in the third period. 4 team fouls for Louisburg. Again, that's 4 fouls. 3 total fouls for St. James. 13 seconds left to go in the quarter. St. James going to hold it for the last shot. Kraus has the ball. He dribbles out of some defense and a check foul. Not a smart one from Dylan York. It's going to stop the clock and give St. James a chance to inbound the ball very close to their basket on the near sideline. So 7 seconds. They have a chance to run an inbound play and see if they can't get a score. Throw it off to Will Frank in the corner. Looking like they're trying to get it down to Eckelman, and Eckelman didn't get the ball before Will Frank traveled. Not interestingly enough, I should say, not often you see a traveling call on a pass. Will Frank did pick up the feet as he was throwing that one in. 1 second left, and the shot up from Lesher off the rim after hitting the backboard. No good. And we go to the fourth period, where the St. James Thunder have a dominating lead, 47 to just 31 of the Louisburg Wildcats. Going to take a big comeback for the Wildcats to crawl back into this one. They trail by 16. Fourth period coming up. Mentioned the leading rebounders for Louisburg. That was Garrett Griffin, who led his team with 8 rebounds per game. Clint McCullough leads the points. He also leads the rebounds. 9.6 rebounds per game for Clint McCullough. Very active ball player. I've heard he's going to play at William Jewell College when he is done playing with the Thunder. He's a senior this year. 6'6", small forward, 190 pounds. Very active on defense, good offensively, as I mentioned, 22.2 points per game. Definitely going to be a boost for William Jewell. Ball is in the possession of the Wildcats. On the far side of that wonderfully painted Wildcat logo at midcourt, Lesher throws it in, and he throws it into Doherty. Doherty now to Griffin. Griffin, who doesn't really hesitate once he has the ball in his hands. Good cut to the basket, but then tried to throw it off to Lesher, I believe, down low, and lost it. Shot up, no good by Kraus. Eckelman fighting for the rebound, gets it out to Mayfield. There's actually Story down low for Louisburg on the last possession. Mayfield trying to get it down into the paint. Got it tipped away. And eventually, though, it's in the hands of Will Frank, his intended target. Bob Engen now has it. Seeing a lineup that's void of starters for St. James. Mayfield got it tipped out of his hands by Patrick Story, the junior, and then he lost it. Mayfield tries to swipe. Story dribbles around the back. Check that. Lesher dribbles around the back and keeps it safe. So in the hands of Lesher, now in the hands of Story. Then to Griffin, high off the glass. A la Tim Duncan knocks that one in. 9 points for Griffin. He's right at his average. 33 points, though, is not good enough, as the St. James Thunder have 47. Mayfield, open baseline in, swatted by Griffin and out of bounds. Great body control to not foul Mayfield, as he had to kind of go over the top of Mayfield to get that block. So we got a quick, wow, this is a whole line out substitution like you'd see for a hockey match. Leinbach, Maskus, McCullough, Whitman, and Huppy, the starters, check back in for St. James. Huppy down low, fighting amongst the trees, puts it up and in. 49 to 33. Huppy now with 9. Doherty on the right wing has it, working on Leinbach. Dribbling with the left hand, he swings it around, eventually in the hands of Griffin, who finally hesitates a little bit with the ball in his hand. Looking for something to happen. Doherty working off the screen. Shot up, long two, no good. Rebounded. Nope, not rebounded as it goes out of bounds. Trying to be saved over there by Will Garza. It doesn't go. Huppy's got 9 as the Thunder get the ball inbounded, and now he's got the ball in his hands as Maskus had it momentarily. Leinbach throws it all the way across court to Huppy. It's stolen away by Doherty. Doherty, 1-on-2. Good spin move, and they're going to count the basket. Doherty, spin move. Not sure if they're going to call the charge. Maskus picks up the foul and trying to draw the charge. Might not have been any contact there, but the fact that Maskus tried to fake the flop there meant that there was some kind of contact, and they gave it in favor of Doherty. So 2 points for Doherty and one situation coming at the free throw line. Shot up, no good. McCullough gets the rebound. 49-35 is now the score after Doherty's wonderful spin move and lay-in with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the fourth period. McCullough, top of the key. He's been good job feeding the post to Whitman. Whitman blocked by the weak side Griffin. Finally coming to life here in the fourth quarter. Thought we might see a little bit more of Griffin in the first 3 periods. Took him a little while to get situated. The third period he scored well. In the fourth period he's coming alive defensively. And now over the back on Huppy after that shot by McCullough was no good. That is the fourth foul on Tom Huppy, in danger of fouling out of a game where his team has a 14-point advantage. Tom Huppy stays on the floor. Doherty checks out for Wirtz for the Louisburg Wildcats. 49-35 is the score. 5.5 minutes left to go. Doherty, the junior, resting on the sideline while Wirtz, the freshman, checks in. In the hands of Griffin. Weak side block this time from McCullough. Except McCullough draws a little bit of arm on that block. So McCullough gets charged with his second foul. Not a clean block like that we've seen of Griffin. Sixth team foul, second on McCullough. Shot from Griffin short but rolls in over the rim. Griffin now with 8, I believe. Or check that, 10. Into double digits is Griffin. 11 now for Garrett Griffin, the senior forward for the Wildcats. 49-37. It almost looks attainable with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go for the Wildcats to get back into this one. McCullough fouled as he goes up. Shot no good, but he's going to get a chance at the free throw line thanks to Brendan Huffman. The third foul on Huffman. Junior tried to slide in and draw the charge, but he did a little too much sliding at the end. That was an easy call for the referees. McCullough shot up and good. 5 for 6 now. 6 for 7 from the free throw line is McCullough. And McCullough has at least 16 in this game. Might have missed a free throw from him early. 6 of 7 from the free throw line is McCullough. Shot up, no good. It's going to be 6 of 8 until further notice. Doherty's back in there. He's been pretty sound. And now Griffin with the ball. Aggressive with the ball, trying to get down low. Pass stolen away, intended for Stambaugh. And Leinbach came up with the steal and came up with a lot of Stambaugh on the baseline. Stambaugh's third foul. 7th foul on the home team, the Louisburg Wildcats. That is going to put the visitors, the St. James Thunder, at the free throw line. 1-and-1 opportunity here for Stambaugh. Check that. Leinbach after Stambaugh picked up a foul. I believe that was Stambaugh's first. The shot up from Leinbach rattles in. The freshman Wirtz now going to take a breather as Story, the junior, checks in his place. Down low for Louisburg. On the near side is Stambaugh. On the far side is Griffin. Griffin going to inbound that after Leinbach hit 2 free throws. Lesher has the ball, throws it off to Griffin. Griffin to Stambaugh. Shot up from Stambaugh, no good for 3 as it's rebounded by Leinbach. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. 52-37. 15-point lead for St. James. Sounds like a pretty sizable lead, but it was up to 21 in the third quarter. McCullough had an open 3, but it elects to waste a little clock. Leinbach won't do the same as he shoots. No good. Rebounded by Maskus. Hard-nosed rebound and a shot up and earned from Maskus. He knocks it in for a hoop. Doherty blocked from behind as he went up on the fast break. McCullough and Leinbach were there. Not sure who had the credit on that one. 4:11 left to play. 54-37. Lead stretching back out in favor of the Thunder. Good move there from Story, but he lost the handle at the end. Then thrown ahead to McCullough, who lays it in with the left hand. That's good body control by a big guy against Griffin. A good shot blocker in Griffin, but McCullough makes it around the outstretched arms of Griffin. 18 points for McCullough. Just a quick 4, and he'd be at his average, but only 3.5 left to go. McCullough rebounds the shot missed by Story. Thrown ahead to Leinbach, who has trouble holding on to it, and then lasers one over to Maskus. Down low to Huppy, who pumps and then shoots. Can't get that one to go off the backboard. Huppy misses and rebounded by Stambaugh. Then thrown over to Story. Doherty back to Stambaugh at the top. Stambaugh getting a little bit of room there from Whitman, but not going to pull the trigger this time. As Lesher lost it on the way up. Good job by him poking it back to Doherty, though. And now Story tries to dribble it in on Maskus. Can't do it. Good defense from Maskus and the Thunder. Wasting a lot of time. They're down by 19. Now finally Lesher gets it around to Story but doesn't shoot. Doherty open for 3, buries it. Good shot from Adam Doherty, the junior, and Louisburg takes a timeout, down by 16 now with 2:45 left to go. You're watching a sports production brought to you by 810varsity.com. I'm Kyle Larson alongside Pat Strothman. Pat Strothman, normally a little bit of color analysis, but due to the setup here, running camera, it's a little hectic to try and string the wires up to Pat, so he'll be in on the next game, which you can hear as the St. James Thunder take on DeSoto tomorrow. Wednesday night, DeSoto at DeSoto. Pat Strothman will have all the action. Like many schools, and I mean many schools, it's hard to overstate how many schools in the state of Kansas have the mascot of Wildcat. They also tend to draw on the mascot of the higher education institution within the state of Kansas, that being Kansas State University. Wildcat logo at center court, very unique to Louisburg and really magnificently painted. However, some banners around have the K-State paraphernalia, as some of the signs say, "Welcome to Wildcat Country." Pass from McCullough, a little loose to Whitman, but Whitman puts the grip on and really clamps down, grabs it, and then Maskus for 3, left wing, no good. Whitman fighting for it, but Stambaugh had position, then threw it away to Maskus. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left to go. Head coach Chad Harvey took a timeout after he got it within 16. I'm sure this is exactly not what he wanted to see as the Louisburg Wildcats turned the ball over yet again. Leinbach fighting off a defender. That's Huffman. Now Huppy looking for a crease, dribbling, and then throws it over to McCullough just in front of head coach Mark Huppy. Whitman has the ball now. Over to Leinbach. Through a lot of contact, Brennan Huffman is going to get ticketed with the foul, his 4th. Huffman has been collecting fouls more so than any other Wildcat. 4 on him, only 2 on Lesher. 1 on Stambaugh, 1 on Doherty, 1 on Griffin, 1 on Garza. So really not too much foul trouble except for Huffman. Doherty checks out. Dylan York, the sophomore, checks in place of the junior. Lesher in there, as well as Stambaugh and Griffin. Also, Huffman remains in with 4 fouls. Huppy, guarded by Lesher, throws it off to Steinbach. Trying to double Steinbach, and A little bit of contact there. They're going to call the foul. Playing very close was Brennan Huffman, and Huffman is going to foul out. That's his 5th. Tough day for Brennan Huffman, fouling out, but he had 13 of the 40 points scored by Louisburg. So a good day offensively. Definitely going to be missed here in the last minute and a half of this ball game. Leinbach steps to the free throw line. He's made his previous 2 free throws. Shot up and buried in the back of the rim by Leinbach. 57-40, 17-point advantage for the Thunder. 9 team fouls for the Wildcats. So every foul will put the Thunder at the free throw line. Again, pure for Leinbach as he checks out. Ingen checks in. Mayfield, Frank, Kraus, Eckelman, and Engen out there for the Thunder for the final minute and 38 seconds. 58-40 Thunder lead as they're defending their goal right now as Lesher has the ball for the Wildcats. Throwing it off to Doherty, who took a momentary breather during those free throws. Then threw it off to York. York for 3, no good. Doherty fights for the rebound, keeps it alive. Now in the hands of, it's Lesher, who takes a deep 3. Shot from Lesher, no good. Long rebound, gathered by Wirtz. Wirtz takes a deep 2, no good. Rebound seemed to go, pardon me, in that far corner as Eckelman tried to save the ball out of bounds, but couldn't do it. Doherty lobs it into Griffin. Griffin, a big travel there as he was guarded by Eckelman. 57 seconds left to go, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the game, both these teams average about the same score. 42 points is averaged by the Louisburg Wildcats. To be exact, 42.3 through their 5 games. They're 2-3 through those games. Ingen, good lob pass to Mayfield to keep the ball in possession of the Thunder. As for the Thunder, they average 41.6 points through their first 5 games, and they are also 2 for 3. Ingen, check that, it's Eckelman who lost the ball on the ground. Frank, or Mayfield I should say, tries to throw it off the foot of a Wildcat, but it hits Mayfield on the way back out of bounds. So out of bounds off the Thunder. 36.8 seconds left to go. 58-40, Thunder lead by 18. But the defense has really been the issue. Louisburg, a very good defensive team, averages about 10 steals per game. Haven't really come up with those steals tonight as St. James has done a great job taking care of the ball. St. James averages only 5.8 steals themselves. They're well over that mark. They've put double-digit turnovers on Louisburg. Frank, losing the handle, gets it off to Mayfield. 17 seconds. Eckelman at the three-point line on the wing. Gives it up to Engen. Mayfield with 11 seconds now has the ball on the near side. Loses Wirtz. Engen back to Eckelman. Eckelman dribbling around, just trying not to lose it. The ball tipped out of bounds by Lesher. Before Engen touched it again, it was already out of bounds. So the ball going to stay with the Thunder. 1.6 seconds left to go here on this 810varsity.com production of St. James basketball versus Louisburg. St. James travels to Louisburg, and that is the final horn. They get a victory, 58-40. Pretty sure that is their highest scoring output of the year, 58 points for St. James. McCullough finished a few points shy of his average, I believe. 18 points for McCullough. Might have missed a few on tabulations, but McCullough had a great game. Huppy scored 9 by my mark. Finished with 4 fouls. Was able to stay out there for quite a while with 4 fouls. It's a pretty good game from Brennan Huffman for the Wildcats. He finished with 13 fouls but fouled out. And coming to the party a little bit late was Garrett Griffin. He had 11 points. All but 2 of those points were in the second half. A couple big blocks also in the fourth quarter. That will do it. 58 points scored by the Thunder, 58-40. And they pick up win number 3. They move to 3-5 on the year. 4-5 on the year. They check that to 3-5 on the year. Okay, getting some hand signals, but 3-5 move the Thunder through their first 8 games, and the Louisburg Wildcats fall to 2-6. I'm Kyle Larson alongside Pat Strothman. The Thunder get the victory 58-40 here in Louisburg, Kansas. Next game is tomorrow night. Pat Strothman will have the call from DeSoto. Thanks for listening, and catch us again tomorrow night.